Oh man, you know what? I forgot to do the what you call it. There's a new poll thing. I forgot to do it. I don't know what the poll should be this time. Anyways, they came up with a poll thing for StreamYard. They're trying to copy EV Mux. Okay.
That is some good music, ain't it, Gross? Damn, it got quiet.
There we go. Okay, show start poll. Let's put it in the top corner here. Jeff looked cool on a kangaroo.
Oh shit! Really?
Type 1 in chat or 2 in chat. 1 is for yes, 2 is for no. And if you don't know what that is,
yeah, AI can kiss my royal rumpus on that.
well,
I've been better off riding a tiger or elephant or something other than a kangaroo.
Kangaroos are very nice. They got long jumps. They can jump a long way.
Not with me on their back. You'd be lucky to get off the ground.
Well, see, last week's thumbnail, I didn't feel like making another one, so I sent it over to AI, and I said, show us riding on random creatures. And Jeff got a kangaroo, and I got a raptor.
That's the one you went with too, huh?
Yep. I was like, we have to leave it at this.
You're right.
So that's the thumbnail for Wednesday's live. Just so you know. And evidently, 67% think you look cool on that kangaroo, Jeff.
Wait a minute, I can't see.
Only 33% don't think you look like.
See the poll.
So you look like Santa Claus.
Where's the poll?
Top right corner.
What the hell?
No, I'm not seeing it. Huh.
Oh.
You don't see it?
Nope.
Okay.
Do you got people in chat see the poll? Here, I have to actually click on.
At least you do have me on a saddle.
Well, yeah, I see it. It's top right corner.
Yeah, I see it. Also.
Okay. But that's the new poll thing, evidently. It works.
Well, where do you click on it?
Oh, you just type in chat. It says type 1 for the first one, right. Type 2 for the second one.
Yeah. Okay.
You hang on. I'm gonna see if I can't change it.
Well, it's not going up. It only went up. Jeff is Santa, then that's off the red-nosed kangaroo.
Oh, kiss my royal rump.
I can't tell. What's he got there?
How's everything going up there?
Well, here, let me go ahead and hide that now.
Say notes on the kangaroo.
Oh, let me
That's 101.
remove that. There we go. Oh, it's all messed up again. Dang it. There we
Yeah,
go.
I heard Michigan is fixing to catch hail up there too.
But what I wanted to go over, because it's a big subject now. I think we brought it up in 2024 when it got voted on and stuff, but it was not a big deal back then. Now, all of a sudden, it's a big deal because stuff that's going on in Iran. And the deadline is December, I think it's 18th, that anybody that turns 18 to 25 will automatically be registered for selective service or to go in for a draft. There is no draft at this time.
Yeah.
Now, it has been talked about the draft about
Reinstatement.
I don't know who the guy is, the defense guy. Yeah.
Pete.
If there was asked about the draft, and are you foreseeing there's going to be a draft? And he didn't say yes or no. He didn't deny that it's just for, to have people automatically sign up or anything.
That's the right answer.
He didn't say yes or no.
That's the right answer, though.
Yeah.
Because, you don't want to say no and then all of a sudden you have to.
Oops. Yeah. But like I said, and it used to be, now as soon as my kids were 18, we went to the post office, got it, and they signed it. We send it in because
selective service.
You could be fined $175,000 if you didn't, or there was, $250,000, or up to 5 years in prison. There were, college, you couldn't get grants or anything like that. It's not saying it would happen, but that was something that could happen.
Men and women, not just men.
No, women's not on this.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Yeah, it's just men. That's from 18 to 25. Now, the thing about it, though, is legal immigrants can be drafted if they're in the United States. I don't know how that works or anything, but that's part of it. Now, I don't know if, we've getting rid of a bunch of these people that aren't supposed to be here all of a sudden. That means anything, I don't know. But if you go to TikTok right now, it's big. This is a big subject. And you get the older, the Gen X's, they're talking about, could you imagine if there was a draft right now?
Dude,
jail before they, went into the military. And, because nowadays jails are a lot better than they used to be. Their air conditioning and the whole shebang. Not saying they're good to be in, but you almost would imagine there would be a lot of people, a lot of Gen Zs right now that would instantly go to jail before they would go into the draft. I'm like, I mean, I think it was 70, 73 or 74 when the draft ended. But during Vietnam, there were people that went to not California. Well, I guess they would go to California now, but Canada. A bunch went to Canada. They were called draft dodgers and whatnot. But there were still a lot of people that, and I wasn't around. Oh, I was around, but I wasn't watching, the news to see who got drafted and stuff. But I did watch a lot of films about when this draft would happen. And it, the first of the month, people of each month went first. And then as the older, like 20-year-olds would go second, or no, it was the other way around. The 20-year-olds would go first. And if their birthday was on the first, those were the first ones to go. There's a bunch of videos on it. And really didn't understand why they televised it. I mean, if there's anybody out there that knows why it was a big thing to be televised or whatnot, because you would still get a letter saying, "Hey, pack your bags," so to speak.
Yeah. I don't see why they're going to give you your clothes anyway.
Yeah. But could you guys right now imagine if they started the draft right now?
Oh God.
The people who the people who would get drafted, 20 to or 18 to 25, out of the percentage, how many do you think would actually go instead of running away or going to jail?
This day and time, maybe 5%, if that much.
No, not that draft. The draft that is going to be mandatory now. You don't have to sign up. When you turn 18, your name's already going to be on that draft list. Hey, Devil Dog and Ed and Eddie.
Daryl. My brother Daryl, my other brother Daryl.
What happened to Larry?
Larry went last time.
I don't know. Was he live? I don't know. I didn't see. Did he come in here too?
Who's that?
Gary Beltloop?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, he's at work. Okay. Yeah. But I mean, there'd be a lot. Could you imagine the ones who did go sitting there watching them do the haircuts and stuff at boot camp? Yeah. Could you see all the pretty color rainbow hair on the ground?
Bushcraft, they would take a little extra time with me and you. Do a haircut and a shave.
Yeah, I did see another guy. This guy was, I would say, in his 30s. So I'm not saying anything wrong with somebody in their 30s or anything. But again, it irritates me when you get people on there. Oh, military people go over to die for nothing. Oh, I want to smack somebody because I really hate when people say that our soldiers die for nothing. That's, oh. But anyways, he said, well, the way the government is, nobody would go over to die for nothing. And there's a lot of military people that if they got called upon, they would
go again.
Yeah, they would be up. And I never did. I was never in the military. I tried. I was close during Desert Storm, but yeah, I was a week short. And my son's in the Army, and he's over there right now. So yeah. And
I just figured out who was the stop is.
That's Ed.
Yeah, he got.
Used to be Crazy Ed. Yeah, I mean, if I was younger, I would definitely, I would have planned things different than I'd probably been still in. Well, not still right now, but I probably would have retired.
I'm so out of shape, I can't, and so old, I can't run from my house to the mailbox no more.
Yeah, but you can hold something that goes a lot faster than you.
What a segue.
You don't give many ideas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, as we get closer, and that's why I said right now it's a big thing on TikTok. There's so many people saying, I will never go. I'll never go. And well, then you go to jail, because that's where people ended up that didn't do the draft.
You did.
They either ran to Canada or they got arrested.
Yeah. You did bring up something at the beginning that I'm kind of thinking may happen. All of our illegals who are here now probably end up getting called up first.
Well, see, that's the thing is,
I wouldn't want to put a pew in their hands. You don't know where they're from.
yeah,
Well, that's true.
that's
too,
where I
but
was looking at.
Put them in a camp. They don't need to be fighting anywhere.
They're going to be overseas.
Yeah, well, you can get popped over there too by friendly.
Oh yeah.
Case closed.
I think they could call it brown on brown.
Whoops, misfired. But can you imagine now? Wait a minute. Compared to when we come up, we had boys who went over, young men. I'll put it like that. Okay. When they came back, yeah, they were men. Okay. Now, wait a minute. Hear me out first. Compared to, okay, let me rephrase that. You got boys going in boot camp back then.
Yeah.
Now, if they go in boot camp now, what do you call them? They can't. Over half of them can't be boys because they wear dresses and high heels.
Well, I can't remember what it's called now. It's PT, but they have an help me out, you military people.
PT.
It's a thing you have to. It's a physical test, PT, but there's a name for it. I can't remember, but they are changing it, and it's hard. Talking about the duffel bags and all kinds of stuff that they have to lift up.
Yeah.
Push-ups. It's a whole bunch of stuff lined up together. No,
Well,
it's
to
not
do
that, Grace.
to do PT, don't they have to go full backpack at times?
Well, no. Well, see, nowadays, I think it's like 12 minutes for a mile. And I may be wrong, but like I said, they're making it harder for this test, and you have to qualify for this like every 3 years, every 4 years, or something like this.
Okay.
But it's been, pretty easy. I mean, like my son says, he doesn't even train for it or anything. But nowadays, they're going to make this a lot harder.
Here we go.
Oh man, I wish I would have brought that up. But, see if I can find it.
Is that her dog or is that the dog in front of them?
Sounds like their dog. We got coyotes coming through the yard now.
Oh, AFT, and that's the Army fitness test. And I don't think this is the right one because this is this is June. This has, as far as I know, it hasn't been implemented. Well, let me see. This is the new one, 2025.
Wow.
3 repetitions of maximum deadlift. Hand release push-ups, sprint, drag, carry, planks, and 2-mile run. Combat standard is 21 combat designated. No, that's not. Yeah, this isn't it.
BMT. Oh, that's what they do.
Yeah, physical fitness test. But like I said, they're upping it to where there's a deadline on the mile run or 2-mile run, whatever it is. There's the bag lift and a bunch of other stuff. And the fact is that right now it's been pretty easy. Like I said, my son, he's had to qualify, and just like the long rifle, well, it's M16, but he has to qualify for that.
Yeah.
And funny thing is, he didn't have his glasses first when he was in boot camp, and he scored better without his glasses than he did when he had his glasses on. And I said, from now on, take your glasses off when you do your firearm stuff.
10 miles, 5 miles each way.
Well, it depends. Like for boot camp, you have training and stuff, but the test you have to, if you can't pass that, then you're out.
Hey,
I don't think it's that way right now, or because they want everybody in the military right now. Because like I said, down in Fort Sill, my son was volunteering to help with the boot camp stuff, and they didn't have to go in the gas, do the gas or anything. If they didn't want to, they walked around, and they didn't fail. It was just marked down they passed.
Well, now, seeing as how what's going on, Now, would that be a requirement?
See, that's part of boot camp.
Right.
To me, it's part of boot camp. You know, now boot camp and this other physical test thing is different, because as soon as boot camp's over, you still have to do PT. You know, you still have to qualify for everything.
Yeah.
It's not over. You still have to. When my son was doing boot camp, they would take pictures, and that's one of the main things. Was it was mandatory to go do the gas, and they would take pictures and everything when they coming out. And I found the picture of my son. He was bawling like, you know, man, he had snot coming down his nose and everything. And I sent him a picture. I said, "Guess what I found?" He said, "Oh, that's not right." He said, "I thought I passed him without him taking a picture," because that's one of the things that's one of the things is don't get caught on getting your picture taken.
Mm.
But one of the things
What's up, Prepper?
that's going on right now is, you know, not knowing what gender you are and whatnot.
Hey.
So, do you think that's going to be a thing when it's time for you to go? You know, you get a letter. Oh, you got to go. You know. Oh, I'm not eligible because I'm a female. You know.
It ain't gonna. It won't happen.
Well, there are some that, you know, get extra body parts, so to speak. That'd be interesting.
All right, chat, help me out. But I think they go by your birth certificate. Was you born male or female?
Yeah.
You know, I don't think they go by what you look like now. Well, never mind. Shut up, Jeff.
Don't get too far deep in.
Yeah, that's the majority of people who go in the military, you know, even if they were some that were drafted stayed, you know, it wasn't, you know, like a prison sentence. I mean, there are always somebody that doesn't like it.
See what 101 posted, right?
Yeah.
Hey, that ain't right. Proper.
There was somewhere down here that said,
I don't know. Maybe you need to talk to a recruiter. Have a recruiter.
the current registration rules only apply to men, and that comes from military website, military.com.
That's still got a lot of doors to go to.
Oh wow, what happened there? Oh, there it is. And you can look this up. All this information's, you know, on the military website, and you can probably find it .gov too. But like me and Jeff were talking about the decline of people actually registering, even though you're supposed to register. In the last few years, that it has dropped. It's like driving over a cliff dropping.
Dramatic.
Because nobody you hear from the next person, oh, I didn't get in trouble. I never registered. You hear that a lot. And it's like, how did you not do this? And there's a lot of countries out there that it's mandatory for
Yeah.
you to serve.
Right after you finish high school.
Yep. You go into multiple countries are like that.
Yeah. Now, I don't think I'm wrong with this and right here, but the last time we saw a significant climb in registration was back in 2001.
Well, actually, before that.
Yeah, but after that incident that happened, there was more after that than it was before that.
Well, what are you talking about? What you have to do? Register?
No, volunteer.
Well, no, that's enlisting. Registering is different than enlisting. I think that's what you mean. People joining.
Yeah.
Yeah, enlisting.
Okay.
Because everybody's supposed to register, even though, like I said, in the last few years, it's dropped a lot. And it was, before that, it was like 85% of all males, when they turn 18, they registered for selective service. Since then, it dropped down, like hardly anybody's doing it, which, I mean, it makes sense if you look at our males, if you want to call them that. That's what we're getting.
She said if you drop out of high school, you should serve that time. I agree with her. I agree with her 100% on that.
Well, it should be mandatory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think everybody should. There's some, rich people and other people are going to get away with it, but I understand in our time and stuff, I don't think I don't think they should do a full 4, maybe a year or 2 years, or at least go to the boot camp, and then decide from there, because the workforce would suffer. Who would work at McDonald's?
15, 16, 17-year-olds and the retired people. That's what it was meant for to begin with, not to make a career out of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't blame them, because heck, $20 manager over there was making $32, and that's California though, $32 an hour to manage a McDonald's.
Yeah, but how much was a meal over there?
Oh, I don't know what meals are going for. I don't even know what they're going for here, because I don't even go.
What was it? Burger King on Wednesdays, $5 for what is a Big Mac, fry, and a drink now. Look, folks, the restaurant business is going downhill.
That's not everywhere, I don't think, is it?
Yeah, everywhere. Because they jacked the price up so high, people can go to a regular restaurant and get more for less.
Okay, a sausage egg muffin meal is $11.79.
Is this California?
Yeah.
Okay, there for a minute, I thought you was talking North Carolina. That sounds about right.
And the other meals are like $16 to $20 a meal. The combo meal.
Can't go with that.
I can't either.
I don't eat McDonald's.
Well, that's what I meant. Be.
Soy boy. Well, and there's another thing that
Exactly.
was put out there is they wouldn't be able to make it through basic.
No.
So
How about Arby's? And
they passed a lot of people in basic during Vietnam times.
first line.
Even if they failed it, they'd still get passed. I'm not saying they made it through the war or anything, but they were passed.
Yeah, exactly. But Good sound, what was that? There's one.
As a punishment. Yeah. Oh, somebody went in. I don't know how they made it or anything, but they made this long turd that was about 6 feet long, and they put it in the toilet in Taco Bell.
The TikTok one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was gross.
Oh man, imagine going in there and seeing that. I wouldn't go in a Taco Bell bathroom in the first place.
That thing was looking back at you when you walked in there.
Well, everybody remembers Full Metal Jacket. Nowadays, you can't cuss at them, you can't yell.
Dick's even liked that movie.
I watched
Full Metal
it.
Jacket, yeah.
Platoon was pretty good
I
also.
like Platoon too.
Yeah, Platoon was a good one. There was another one with
Heartbreak Ridge.
Yeah, Heartbreak Ridge was a good one. Hamburger Hill was a good one.
Yeah.
That one. Hills Have Eyes.
Did Michael J. Fox play in Platoon?
No, that's the one I was talking about, and he was with Spicoli guy.
Penn?
That's a shotgun.
It starts where they're riding the bus, and he sees this girl on there,
Yeah.
and it brings back memories, and yeah, some of the bad stuff that happened there.
Hills Have Eyes.
No, that wasn't no Army.
I know what.
No, Hills Have Eyes was a horror movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's going through
West
Vegas
Virginia.
testing areas or Nevada testing areas.
Yeah, that's right. Excuse me, West Virginians. Wrong turn is y'all's.
Saving Private Ryan.
Hey, Sniffer. Oh, stop digging on your ears.
I think Private Ryan was back in Korea. No.
What was?
Saving Private Ryan.
World War II.
Oh,
Yeah. Versus the Germans.
I tell you what, do you remember the scene where they going through that town and that guy gets shot out in the street there?
Yeah, by the sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who that was?
That's
Yeah.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah. I think, please don't quote me. I think that was his first movie.
No,
It wasn't.
no. He was in the other ones where he actually had hair too.
Damn, he had hair?
Yeah, We Were Soldiers is a good one too.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah. Yeah. So many people didn't like that one. I thought it was good.
Now, which one was that called?
Sam Elliott was the sergeant.
Code Talkers?
Code Talkers. Yeah, that was good. That was
That's based on a true story.
what's his name?
Were the Indians,
Yeah,
what was it, Navajo?
yeah. I'm trying to think.
Hey, Sniffer, I'm in on that.
The
I forget the
Oh.
actor's name.
oh,
I was thinking.
Nicolas Cage. Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a good movie. It got bad reviews and everything. I thought it was pretty good.
Mm.
I always liked war movies.
Yeah. Shit, I always like Westerns.
Yeah, Wind Talkers. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And every
Navajo.
Veterans Day and Memorial Day, I always watch Band of Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Either that or Pacific.
I got it DVD and VHS.
Yeah, nowadays it's on probably every little thing.
Yeah.
Well, I won't say what I got to, but yeah.
Victory at Sea was a good series too.
Yeah, John Wayne was in the Navy ones, and the Green Beret one. I don't remember the names of them, but those are some of the ones I like.
Yeah.
Oh, and what you were talking about, when they go in boys and come out men.
Yeah.
Legally, they're boys, but if you in World War II and that to volunteer, they were men.
Well, see, what got me was this right here. They were drafted at 18. Okay. So when they went there and they went overseas and fought for our country, I think they deserved a beer when they got back home on leave.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they were too young. They couldn't.
Well, not during World War II.
They deserved a beer over in the theater they were fighting in.
Yeah.
Look at Audie Murphy.
Yeah.
He lied about his age and went in before he was supposed to.
What was the name of it? To Hell and Back.
Yeah.
The name of the movie. Well, now, my best friend, my friend before he passed, I didn't know this. Audie Murphy had a brother who was a doctor in Greensboro. And my friend was, that was his doctor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked Audie Murphy in a few. Most of them were westerns, but besides the one where he played himself.
Yeah. I don't think there's one that he's played I've not liked. Just like Sam Elliott. Shit. Excuse me. But every movie I've seen him in, I've liked.
There was a couple when he was a cop that I didn't like too much.
I don't remember that.
Well, I should say the ones where he didn't have a mustache wasn't as good as the one where he had a mustache. He's a different person. It seemed like he was wearing a mustache when he.
Now,
there are some movies out there that he shaved his mustache for.
There is one movie where he looks to be about 18 or 19, no mustache, and he's pedaling a boat in the swamps. I cannot remember the name of that movie, but I remember that one scene. It's like a horror movie or something like that.
Mm. Okay, let's show the poll again.
Oh. All right. Hurry up.
67%.
Come on now. Y'all need to be hitting number 2. And it dropped from 33 to 40, from 40 to 33.
I think 101 voted for the "you look cool." You're gonna vote again?
Yeah.
What down again? They're taking your vote away.
Wow.
Every time you put a 2, it goes down.
I'll be dang. Okay, let me hit the yes.
Let's see. It didn't budge when you hit. Oh, there it went.
Good. Come on, about 500 more times. Damn. It keeps going. Y'all love doing this shit to me, don't you? I'm not riding the kangaroo. I'm hopping.
We're going to start calling you Grandpa Down Under. That's what we're going to be calling you.
Sniffer. That ain't fair. Damn, everybody up there. This ain't right.
There. See, Jeff is cool.
Thank you very much, Miss Regina. See, she's smart one up here tonight.
There we go.
I took it away from you. See?
Yeah, I didn't. I thought maybe they was gonna put horses and camels or something, but yeah, kangaroo and a raptor. What the heck? What a combination!
Not a camel. I'm allergic. I'm scared of heights. We'll appreciate it, Sniffer. But vote no next time. Now, wait a minute. Hang tight. Is this Mr. or Miss? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord.
Now, I think next week I'm going to tell it to pick 2 random flying creatures and see what it puts.
It'll put me on.
I'll probably be on a dragon and Jeff will be on a fairy.
I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm thinking it, but I ain't saying it.
Well, that's the fun part, is letting the AI figure it out. Now, why it picked a kangaroo for Jeff, I have no idea, but I was like, oh, I'm going for it.
Yeah. Oh. You know, this is bathroom stuff. I can't know.
Jeff messaged me at midnight saying, why in the hell am I on a kangaroo?
Now, that's when you looked at it. I messaged, was it midnight? I thought it was way before that.
I don't know.
You see what B posted?
The giant and great eagle.
Yeah. Something happened this week. I don't think I heard Bushcraft laugh as hard as he was when I talked to him.
What was that?
I can't say Dixie's already hollering at me.
Oh, now I wonder, did it post anything in chat saying that the poll was over or anything? I don't think it did. I wonder what it would be under though if it did. Let's see.
I had a vulture in my front yard this morning eating an egg.
Delete. Okay, new. A vulture eating an egg?
Yeah, I cooked egg this morning, and Dixie said she couldn't eat it until after she took her medicine, which would be about an hour. So egg ain't good cold.
Yeah.
Sausage was, jelly was, toast was.
Flying creatures. Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, excuse me, there. I said, excuse me. I was being nice tonight.
And no. Okay. There's the new one. Do you think there will be a draft within 5 years?
Yes.
That's a tough one.
And that's kind of thinking if, because you do have somebody's thing ending before that, and there will be a new one, somebody in the White House. You can't say the E word anymore.
Why?
It's one of the bad words. Or kind of not the P word either for what Trump is at the moment.
So I kind of agree with Sniffer. And I told you what I thought at the beginning of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems that, it's adding up to something. I had a feeling that, well, I had already known ahead of time anyway, but couldn't say anything about what was going on over there. But the stuff that's adding up seems like we're headed for something. Yeah, you guys can. It's just something that the YouTube
Creator.
bots listen for. Because you can, there's certain words you can say that they'll tell you are, well, the way they do it, if it's suitable for advertisers, So if it's not suitable for advertiser, it's a bad word for YouTube, so to speak, because that's all they want is the money. And if it, if it's bad for the advertisers, then it's bad for the creator who said it, so to speak.
Exactly, Grace. I'll be back in a minute.
And I do have people that are actually watching, well, a supervisor who watches my channel because of past people. Actually watches my other channels too. Which is funny. I had gotten reported on my cooking channel of all places. Why cooking? And she said, she messaged me and said, would you happen to have a cooking channel? I said, yeah, I started one a week ago or something. You have people reporting you. I'm like, on that channel? Of all channels? Yeah. And she asked me, give me a list of your channels. Nice. Well, there. If you go to my main channel, I have a list of channels there, and you can go from there. Actually, I don't think BushTech is on there though. I don't know. I can't remember. I usually don't do anything on there unless somebody asks me how to do something, and I just do it over there. Exactly. I was. Some of the things were way out there. I'm not going to repeat it or anything, but it was just funny. And like I said, the first week, on the last video I did had over 30 reports. Pretty much the same thing, but it varied. And it was for 4 different IPs, which is funny. I really wish they would actually give me the IPs. I know they can't do that, but I asked, but they wouldn't. Not that I would do anything, but it'd be interesting. Hey, Lake.
Hey, Lake.
The tater tot one. Yeah, you ought to go check out the grilled cheese.
Oh. Yeah, it looked good.
The grilled cheese turned out really good. I just ate the last of my stuff for my tostadas.
I have yet to eat a homemade one. Well, good evening, Miss Lake. I hope you had a good day today.
A busy one.
Good Lord, 14 hours. I'm surprised you ain't done crashed.
Have you been way past the hip pain? Where you carry the youngin on the side, the hip sticks out. Got that pain yet?
After a while, it goes numb.
I forget who it was, but there was a lady comedian was talking about that, and see, her hip would get so used to sticking out to hold the baby there, she'd catch herself walking sideways like that.
I know who you're talking about. And she's from the town I grew up in. Well,
yeah, I kind of wonder why this was implemented in 2024. This new thing, it was voted on and passed and everything, and it was to take effect in December, the draft thing. So why now? I know, we got stuff going on in Israel or in Iran and stuff, but why was it picked up by the major media all of a sudden? They talked about it when it was being voted on and stuff, and then now it's bigger than it was when it first came out. So why now? Why in April? Midterms, maybe, but it's not going to be turned down because it's already a bill. It's already been passed. So I don't know if people are saying, "Hey, if you vote for me, I'm going to get it taken down" or something, because it's already been passed. That's the thing. That's the thing that got me, is like, why is it being brought up all of a sudden? Because I've seen a bunch of videos on TikTok, mainly of green and yellow and orange haired, I'm assuming boys, saying that, "Oh, I'll never go.
you ain't going
I'd rather go to jail, or I'll move to another country."
dude.
Which surprises me. America's so bad. Why are they still here?
$13. Damn.
Yeah, that's why I thought maybe it's because of the stuff on Iran, but unless the stuff in Iran is going to last until December, so that means anybody from 18 to 25, as soon December comes a bit around, they all will be enlisted, so to speak, on the, if there was a draft to come.
And they ain't
Again, I don't know if they're going to do a lottery thing again, like on TV, because I think that was only at the beginning of it. I don't know. I wasn't around there, but as far as I remember watching TV and stuff, that, they got a letter saying, "Hey, time to go."
Yeah, report to such and such place.
Yeah.
You had now been drafted. Kiss your girlfriend, your mama, and your daddy goodbye. I'm gonna tell you, 101 is on a roll tonight, ain't he?
Yeah, that's, and the thing is, it's not, it was all donated money. It's not, it's, I can see how that kind of looks in a certain way, though. What are they getting for the donation? But other ways, it's like it's not coming out of taxpayers' money; it's donated.
No, Lake, I don't.
No, I don't either, Lee.
Oh no. Most people ain't prepared for a tornado or hurricanes, for that matter.
If somebody was to move the light switch, they wouldn't be prepared for that. All right, Sniffer, you have a good evening, sir.
Catch you later.
You got someone pounding on your front door looking for a loaf of bread, and you're going to wise up real quick.
Well, you're lucky if that's all it is, pounding.
Right.
They're real.
Well, I mean, don't want to be too graphic here, but
how many people out there is prepared for their door to be kicked in? Because most doors, well, if you ever go to a store and look at the screws the standard screws that they give you to put a door in, from the hinge to the door frame,
About an inch.
they wee little things.
Yeah.
The same thing with the jamb, where the door knob goes in.
Yeah.
Little bitty screws. And it
house.
doesn't go through the frame, or it just barely goes to the frame of the door. It doesn't go into the stud where it should go in. That's the first thing I do.
yeah.
I get some big old hefty
Heavy
screws in there.
Screws. Torque
Yeah.
set. Or I should say
Thank you,
torque
Bolt.
rod.
Going into the door and going into the stud of the frame of the door.
Yeah.
Case.
Just not one side, because a lot of people they'll put their door onto the frame, and that's it, and they forget about the screws that go into the door.
I'll tell you something else too. Do you know how hard it is to kick a door in that opens out? Damn near impossible.
Yeah, well, it depends what's the stopper on the other side.
Well, not only that, but you got to take the whole casing off the frame of the house.
Yeah.
You're not just taking the door in, you're taking the door frame in and pushing it into the house.
Well, that's what I mean. What's the stopper on the other side? Is it little finishing nails on a half-inch board?
Well, no, you've got a molding on the inside of the door.
That's the stopper on most doors that pull out. If you look at some, which
I got a whole house, so I'm thinking.
Technically, you're not allowed to have those doors for fire safety, but there are places like B can vouch for doors in Alaska. They pull open because bears will push that down, and they have studs in behind those doors that they still get pushed in.
Now you just said something I didn't know. Why you can't have them like it here? Fire safety.
Yeah, it's because the fireman has to kick them in. Not saying, because they do know how to open doors the other way. It's just, they pull doors in Alaska.
Prepper, you all right about that one?
Well, our numbers are really low. I don't know if that's the reason why they're making it mandatory. Because, like I said, in the last 3-4 years, people have not been doing what they're supposed to. The selective service, signing up when they're 18, they've been not doing it, and nothing's been done. You know, you don't hear about people being put in jail for not signing up, registering for selective service.
Well, look at what we got now.
Well, yeah, but their main thing is going out and protesting, and I say that lightly.
Yeah. Everyone that has seen action has not come back to fame. I'll put it like that.
Well, even if they see stuff, even if they see the aftermath of stuff, I'll put it that way.
Well, the way I was putting it is like they up in Washington or in places like that, you know, who don't go and see no action. They don't really see no aftermath.
Yeah. Well, that, you know,
You're right.
that's why they tell people who are in certain fields, their jobs, not to watch media, because the media will, you know, look what happened with the rocket that backfired and took out their own hospital or church or whatever it was over there. They tried to say that we did it. And that's hard on a soldier that is, you know, pushing a button, and they watch the news and see, oh, was that me? You know?
Yeah.
Even though you don't see it, you know, you hear about it. That weighs on people.
That's why you got to take the media with a grain of salt, because they're all a bunch of bloodsuckers looking for the next story.
Yeah.
That's all they are.
And it was put out by Iran saying that we did it. So what is our media does? It says that's true and puts it out there. With, you know, media doesn't mean anything like it used to. And who is that guy? Oh, I can't remember his name. He said he was a journalist, and he's trying to cancel me like this other guy, late night guy. Cancel me.
Don Lemon?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Cancel me. I'm a journalist. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're sitting up there blabbing your big mouth and saying lies and stuff. A journalist is somebody that goes out and talks to people and gets stories, and they're true stories, not fiction. Oh, I don't want to be you know, a violent person, but some people just need a good smacking. Oh,
Put the boots to him, Charles. Put the boots to him.
and there's the other lady that's supposed to be, you know, right side or whatever you want to call it, and she's been ragging on Trump here, which, you know, some of it may be right and everything, but
You talking about Megan?
I don't know what her name is.
Blonde, Megan Kelly.
Yeah, she brought up
Rosie O'Donnell.
oh no, it wasn't. She brought up that she was that our military was over there dying for Iran and dying for Israel and stuff. And the soldiers that died over there just died for nothing. Oh, I can't stand that stuff.
Probably that Caitlin, whatever, from CNN.
I think she's from Fox, but I don't know.
Could be. They're all the same.
Yeah.
Could very well be. Good.
And just, irritated the heck out of me.
Yeah, there you go. Let Grace loose on her. That'll work.
Uh,
I said, let Grace loose on her. That'll work. I'll even hold the door closed.
Yeah, to me, well, that's like, well, I do dig into stories and stuff, and I do research. And even when I bring something out and tell you something that's breaking news or something, I'll first one to say, do your research. Don't believe what I say. Do your own research.
Right.
Because, you know, I could read a story that looks 100% real to me and everybody else and find out later on it was fake.
Yep.
But like I said, this guy, Lemon guy, saying that he's a journalist.
I do not like him.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people on YouTube that get up here like what I'm doing right now and talking.
He's not a journalist. He's
I wouldn't say they're journalists.
What's that white-haired guy's name?
Don Lemon is too busy disturbing church services. That's a real journalist.
Oh yeah, that one. That's another one. Ugh.
Jackass.
And if you notice, they always interrupt the upstate churches.
No, there is no at this time. I'm not saying there will be or there won't be. At this time, it's going to their names as soon as a male turns, even if they call himself a female, even a male turns 18 or 18 to 25. As soon as December 18th, their name will be already registered in selective service. So if there is a draft, they don't have to sign up because, like I said, in the last 3-4 years, people have stopped signing up when they turn 18.
Well,
I don't know if that's the reason why they're doing it.
When Trump was reelected, so he's been there, this is his second year. So last year they said that every branch of the military has met or exceeded what they wanted as far as enlistments. So what puzzles me is why are they saying there's this drop off when they were at their quota last year?
No, the people who sign up for selective service, that dropped in the last 3-4 years. Not the ones who join.
But I mean, it's not because there's a shortage of soldiers.
No, I don't know. I don't know if enlistment is down or not. I mean, and that's the thing. I can pull it up here on Google, but that doesn't mean it's true.
Because I know it went way down when Uncle Joe and Ho were in the White House, but now it went back up with T-Man.
Uncle Joe needed that.
I heard that, Jeff.
Well, the military enlistment hit a 40-year low in 2022. It has shown a strong rebound in 2024 and 2025.
There you go.
Because that got out.
Let's see.
I'm gonna have to call it quits here in a minute or two.
Long-term, oh, that's meeting goals while the Army, Navy, and Air Force missed goals in previous years. It's improved in 2025. Yeah, well, it's so far they're saying DOD reported a 14% increase in 2024. And 2022, it was a 40-year low.
Yeah. 40-year low for Uncle Joe.
It rhymes with me.
Low.
But what I was saying is signing up when you're supposed to on 18 years old, you're supposed to register for selective service.
Well,
That,
I did that when I was 18. Why would people stop doing that?
I don't
Come
know.
on, man. Look at the people out there nowadays.
Well, I mean, the fact that, you can be fined $250,000 and never be able to get government loans or anything like that, or work for city or government.
They'd come
Just
after
because,
you.
just sign your name.
Back in the day, if you didn't sign up, they'd find you.
Yeah, it's still that way. But that's what I don't understand. Why are they taking a chance on it?
But then again, people today, people like us, government ain't gonna help us.
Oh, well, you shouldn't be expecting that either.
No,
that $700 for your house being washed down the creek. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I can buy a new house for $700.
A new damn garage door, if you're lucky. But you need to have 3 walls to go with it.
You got to remember too, nowadays the technology is so much better that you don't need as many troops unless you've got conflicts worldwide.
Yeah.
You don't need as many troops in an operation who'd have thought 30 years ago you'd be flying a drone?
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, the majority of the drones that are fired from Iran are AI, which kind of shows. I showed you guys pictures of the scraps.
Yeah.
You can see some of them. They still do. They can still do some damage, but the majority of them get shot down, or they just 200 miles off.
Yeah. Prepper, all wives are like that, and girlfriends.
Well, I think it was from my youngest son. I think we went down to get the paperwork at the post office, and I think they said they didn't do it anymore there at the post office. You had to do it online. Which, it's easier.
Like Dana Beaches asked, are they doing it with a driver's license?
I don't know. Not that I know of. It's online now. But again, December 18th this year, you don't have to worry about it because you're going to automatically be on the list. Which I always wondered, why didn't they already do this?
Yeah, I don't see. People shouldn't be all upset about it.
Yeah. Just type in, it's probably on Facebook too, but I don't watch Facebook as much. Type it in, and some of these are funny as heck. That's where I got the idea with the pink hair. A guy comes running out with his pink shoes and pink bra on and stuff, and
Oh my God.
saying I've been drafted and I'm headed over.
But I'm a furry.
And I'm like, oh no.
Nothing.
But the thing I want to see is I never want it to happen or anything, but I would just love for them to psych this generation out and send them all to boot camp for a year. And then I would like to get a picture of the hair on the ground of them getting all their haircuts. I can see it'd be a rainbow of colors.
Is that with or without the bras?
Because whenever the draft for Vietnam came in, that was a big thing, showing everybody get their haircuts. Them guys would go done.
Yeah. The old flat top.
Now, Pop back there in I want to say World War II, or one of them. He used to drive the new recruits to Paris Island. Okay, he drove a bus back then, and he said there was times, that he could get off the bus and go get something to eat, or he would walk in there and get a haircut. And he remembers the barber in there saying, "Now, how do you want your haircut?" And they'd tell him that thing, and yeah.
Yeah, I seen and this was during the Vietnam one where the guy goes in and he has really long hair.
Yeah.
And the guy says, "Can you just take a little off the side or something like that?" And he's sure. He's bald.
What? I'm gonna tell you what, those people, those barbers in there, man, they good.
Oh yeah.
You what? 6 passes and you next.
Yeah. When my son came back from boot camp, because you're allowed to go on leave for a bit. And he said before he has to go back, he has to get a haircut. So we walked down to the, it's not here no more, but a barber shop, which I don't even think we have a barber shop anymore. But he goes in there and goes up in there. This is when you could dress, like you were in the military.
Oh, okay.
And because he had to put all of his stuff on ahead of time, and he went in there and said he needed a haircut. He was headed to Fort Sill, and the guy who cut his hair was retired Navy, and my son went to give him give him the money for the haircut. He says no, and he said he why he was talking about it and everything, and when he went in and stuff, and what he dealt with some other stuff, and at the end the barber got up and shook his hand and says, "Thank you for the service." And my son said the same thing, and it was just a good moment. You don't see that nowadays.
No, you don't.
And it's something. Yes, I seen it, but it's something that they only got. You know what I mean? Those two. My son probably didn't understand right then, but he did after he went combat deployment.
Somebody's cooking. Smells like chitlins.
You craving chitlins again?
No, that's about what it smells like.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have to shut the windows. And no, I didn't let gas, Eric.
Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad everything's good.
There is a video I think the world of. It's a toddler. He goes up to a old man sitting in a restaurant,
Oh,
and he sat there, and the toddler decides to eat with him. I'm not sure if I'm talking about the same one here or not, but the little boy, when he gets down, he salutes the boy, the man.
yeah, I seen that.
Grace, they doing pretty good. I'm gonna start having some chicken and dumplings here recently. It's got to the point they decide not to lay me no eggs. I mean, what good's a chicken if he ain't gonna lay? Right? Right.
Well, they're good for one thing.
That's to eat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, if you, and I don't know if it works for everybody, but it worked for me. I went and got some hot salsa and poured in their pin. They ate it the next day. They was laying eggs. I don't know if it's usually, once they start wintertime comes, they usually go through that.
Yeah.
They're molten.
Yeah.
But like I said, and some say it's the lack of protein. They stop laying because of lack of protein too.
Oh, we got more chickens out there now. I think I ended up counting 21 or 22 to where we had about 7 or 8. But these are not of age to start laying yet.
Oh,
Right. So I give them some laying mash. That'll help them.
well, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Kind of went a little over our hour time, but that's okay. But I wanted to, kind of talk a little bit about that draft thing because it'll probably be all over the place now.
Oh, you know it will.
Yeah.
We brought it up, so other people's going to steal the content.
Yeah. But anyways, make sure you guys come over Wednesday. Watch Jeff riding around the yard in a kangaroo.
Really? I know you laugh.
Jeff, if somebody come over there with a good sized kangaroo and ask you, do you want to ride this kangaroo? You'd probably say yes.
And you're probably right.
How often do you get a chance to ride a kangaroo?
But Jeff would ride it right to the grill in the backyard.
I will not deny or nor confirm that quote.
Just look at underneath my name, Jeff. Admit nothing. That's all you got to say.
You admit everything.
No, that covers everything. 2 words and you're out of it.
Jeff.
I don't consent to no searches.
Or seizures.
I can't see it. The time's right in the way.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, but that where it says live. Okay, now I see.
It's a bunch of kangaroos.
Good night, ladies.
Yeah.
Good night, peppers.
Yeah. Wednesday we'll have a live 8 o'clock. Thursday I have a live on GHOSTCRAFTY. Hopefully nobody's talked to her So hopefully we'll have a guest. That'll be the first guest, even though the last guest didn't show up.
No.
But yeah, we'll see. That's why I ended it so soon. I just didn't want to sit up there with me just by myself, with nobody to interview. So maybe if nobody shows up next week, I'll just talk about some ghost stories or something.
Well, now, you know, Wednesday is a hump day. Do you know what today is? It's a Manic Monday.
Manic Monday?
Manic.
Yeah.
Oh. It could be more on Monday, too. There's a lot of those.
I'm not going there with that one.
Anyways, you guys have a good night. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out, and we'll see you Wednesday.
See you.
Out.